I've had so many comments in the section to get this guy on. The most successful snooker YouTube channel.
For a minute,
Darren.
yeah. You're catching up quick though, aren't you?
Break from life.
Yeah, good to
Welcome
see
to our channel.
That's all right.
Welcome to the channel. It's an honour to have you. Celebrate. We'll have a frame or two. So where did the name come from? Break from life. How did you come from that?
I don't actually know that. I think it's something I came up with before I thought about making the channel.
Right. Okay.
So I just thought I'd better come up with a name, and that sounded about good. But yeah, I'm not sure where it initially came from. But
that's straight away. That's a very random bridge off the cushion.
Yeah, that was the thing, because when I started playing, I used to do that, and my coach was like, oh, okay, yeah, I got coaching at 9, and it was like, you can't do that.
Right.
So I did that, but it took me so long to explain me how to do that. When I started to do that on the cushion, I just did that.
Right.
And he sort of said, oh, don't worry, we'll leave that, we'll look at that next time, and no one ever sorted it. Oh, it's actually my favourite way to play the shot.
Well, Barry Hawkins, as you probably know, he's got a weird bridge off the cushion as well. To use a golfing analogy, it's not how, it's how many.
Yeah.
As long as it gets the job, well, you can do it again now.
Sure. No, it's a different, because the trouble is with that, I can't see over my wrist.
Ah,
so as soon as it gets close, it's back to something a bit more normal. Is that more normal? Yeah,
that's a bit more normal, yeah. It's quite sad these days, because actually my best shots are safety shots, which is actually very, very sad.
That wasn't a bad one.
I played in the 900 the other week. I was so bad. I mean,
you really struggle with that.
Because my cue action is gone, but my safety was the best part of my game, which is just a horrific thing to admit for me.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty good.
Well, that was all right. So what did you do before you started the channel? You're full time in the channel now.
Full time with the channel. I was working in a supermarket, and I kept having to work more and more there, and I needed to fill 2 roles, so I needed to do something else. And I kept working more evenings and weekends when I wanted to be playing snooker in the snooker, and I wasn't doing anything in the middle of the day. Okay. When I used to be working, so I had absolutely nothing to do. I was sat at home with a snooker table. There was no reason to play. There was no reason to play snooker, because I wasn't getting a chance to play any tournaments. But
that's about it. So how long have you had a table, a full-size table at home?
Since I was about 16 at home. Really? Yeah. We managed to get it in the garage. Okay. Squeeze it in the garage, because it was a long time coming. Because, but once we got in there, I could drive, so it was almost not necessary then. But yeah, it was great to have it there, because I've never had, obviously I was relying heavily on my parents taking me around everywhere. Nice. Actually nearly potted one. My dad used to drive me everywhere to playing things, but he could only take me when he wasn't working or nothing else was going on. So what age did you start? My mum had an old pinball table. Actually, I think it was my dad's, but she saw me bashing the balls around with that, and she got me like a little 3-foot table when I was a little kid. Right. And it was, well, like a 6-foot-by-3. That's what I got. I got that when I was 3. When you were 3? When I was 2, I had a little one, and I couldn't. I don't know how I was able to. My dad must have been really good at teaching kids that age to do things. Right. Okay. I don't know how he taught me to do that. But, oh God. He showed me how to play. Obviously, showed me how to play snooker, and I had a 3-foot table, and he got me into coaching. He got me down the club. Okay. He got me playing down the club, which they weren't too happy about, but they agreed to let me play for like 2 hours when I was 6 years old. Was it over 18s only or something? Only under 14s. Oh, okay. And we had a guy that was sitting in the corner, and he didn't want to be there, but they said, we've got to have someone there in case any trouble kicks off, because we're letting under 14s in the club. And I think the only thing he did is one day my dad started setting the balls up with his fingers, and he just shouted at him, use the triangle. that was... Well, I do, as you've seen, I don't do it, but I do my fingers, the big gap between the reds and the pink. Well, that's about the only thing he said to us, and he wasn't there after that. They gave up on watching what we were doing. So after that, it was all, play whenever... Well, I had to just... it was just play on the Sunday. He got me into tournaments, and he started really helping me out with things. Well, like playing in junior tournaments, or are you playing like local leagues, or? Both, everything. He was taking me, we went all the way up to Exeter to play in those tournaments up Sidwell Street at the time. That was where we had to go, the closest we've had. Right. And then there were more in Plymouth later on, so he started taking me to them. What sort of age were you, say, when you made
made your first century break?
Oh, not for ages. that wasn't until I had a table at home.
Right. Okay.
So I was never.
So there was never a time where you could. Well, be like playing big amateur tournaments or turn pro, or was there ever a stage where you thought that was possible?
But I was never playing well enough. That was the trouble. You know, it was looking like I was going well when I was about 13 or so, and everyone else went away from me, and I didn't keep up. You know, I was always a bit behind everybody else, and that was when the problems started. But
was that obviously living where you lived? I mean, it's obviously it's quite different, quite far away from everything,
it was
really.
Far
away,
yeah. So it's like coming, you know, you come here to this sort of distance to play in a tournament, and then you'd be like this straight on the table. Yeah. You know. So we'll rush a bit. I've been in since 8 o'clock this morning practicing. Well, that's it. This is exactly what I'm used to. You know. So you do this, and you turn up. I think I played Ben Willison once, so when I played him, and he beat me about 3-0 or 4-0 or whatever it was in 10 minutes, or so, 10 minutes per frame sort of thing. So
you had like maybe a 3 or 4 hour drive and then straight away back?
Yeah, straight back again. I think I was up near Woking, so that was...
I used to do that when my dad, when I was 13, 14, and I used to get the Friday off, the Friday off school, and or if I didn't get it off, I'd take it off. And get the train down to King's Cross with my dad on the Friday, stay Friday night in King's Cross in the most godforsaken, awful B&B you've ever seen. I think it was murders taking place in the next room.
I prefer the cheap one. You just get somewhere to sleep.
It was horrible. And then go to Essex to play in a Pro-Am, get beat in the first round.
You would get beat still.
And have to go get all the way back again. It's like,
so you travel all the way. You would travel all the way down for things.
Yeah, but I mean, not often, because I mean, you couldn't really afford to do that all the time.
No. But was there much going on in Scotland at the time? There
was an amateur game.
Obviously there was.
In terms of like sort of, because in those times, early 80s, Pro-Ams, you could get 1,500 quid to the winner, £1,000. But they were all kind of in England.
So you couldn't. There wasn't any of the big ones.
Not really. But
so to play the big players, you had to travel.
But I found it quite intimidating. Because especially down south, being Scottish, we didn't have a big sort of reputation as in those days.
Before you, it was.
And you used to go down, and you'd have sort of I used to have sort of a reputation. Oh, this kid's quite good from Scotland. He's all right. And then you go down and like absolutely destroy, and you're like, oh no, he's
not. Yeah,
absolutely no good whatsoever. So did you play likes of Andy Hicks then?
A little bit. I didn't play him a lot because he was always older than me. He's on the tour, so I've played him in a few exhibitions, and he never, you know, if he knows you're any good and he plays you in an exhibition, he is dynamite. You know,
he's good player. I tell you what a player!
I think he's played 2 tons against me in exhibitions.
Right. I mean, he still plays now. And I'm watching him. He still plays a decent standard.
He's retired now this year.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, that's this year. This was his last year on the tour.
Oh, was it?
I think So he's not playing anymore. But he was always a big player down there.
So you lost to Ben Wilson. Do you do many more tournaments?
Oh, I did a lot of them. Yeah, played
I mean, the mileage must have been
huge.
Just on your own.
Sometimes on my own. Sometimes my mum or dad would take me. But there were a few tournaments around Plymouth area, which was good because I got to play a lot of games. Which
could your dad play?
Not really, because my mum and dad were both athletes, so they snooker wasn't a natural thing to them. They were. Okay.
They say snooker's not a sport.
Well, they were almost in that category, but when I was a kid, there was always sport on the TV, so they were interested in anyone playing anything competitively. That's what interested them, but they were never that much. I'm doing well here, aren't I?
Well, when we're as bad as each other, to be fair.
He'd go to tournaments, he'd watch the other kids play, and he'd see what they were doing, and he'd show me all the shots. He'd tell me about one kid who could have a 35 break without moving his feet. He just stood in the same place, and so we can get you to do that. And he'd get me to practice all the colours, because whenever you miss a colour, you're leaving a red. And you know, so we'd spend ages doing that.
Yeah, so it's amazing about the times that you see on TV commentating, and you players now, you must have cleared the colours thousands and thousands and thousands of times. But when the pressure's on, it's almost like the first time you've done it.
Yeah. But it was.
So were you watching snooker on the TV?
Yeah. I think the first time I saw you play was my grandmother knew I liked snooker and would watch it as a kid. So you played Doug Mountjoy.
Okay. Oh, there's UK.
I don't. Was it UK? I don't know what tournament it was.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I played him, and he beat me.
He beat you in the final. Yeah. So I think she's got the last frames.
That was incredible because he got coached by Frank Callan, and he'd done nothing for years, and all of a sudden he came on and he won that one, and he won the next tournament as well.
Oh right, okay.
But I'd beaten Steve Davis 9-2 in the semi-final.
Oh right, because.
It was the first time I'd beaten Steve in a long frame match. And I thought I got Doug Mountjoy in the final.
You got it, yeah. You thought you must have done it.
He made 3 tons in a row against me.
Really? All I remember is, because I haven't seen that for years, but all I remember is just him continuously potting balls.
Yeah, so it was incredible.
I don't think I saw you play a shot. So
absolutely incredible. I never thought, well, that's it, he's won this tournament, we'll never hear from him again. Then he went and won the next one as well.
Yeah. Was he the oldest player to win a tournament?
Good shot. Good shot. Struck that well. He may have been. It's a funny story actually. So he won the next tournament, the Mercury. So he'd won 2 tournaments in a row. He probably earned maybe about 150 grand.
All right, yeah, that's quite
After
good.
the second one, he said to all the pressmen, he says, "Come on, we'll all go out for a Chinese meal in Blackpool." That's where the tournament was. So they all went, thinking, "Yes, this will be good. We'll have a few drinks, meal, thinking free meal." He got up after the meal, paid his bit, and left them there to pay. They were all devastated.
After making all that money. I'm on nothing here, aren't I? Open up a bit.
So who was, did you have a favourite player or anything? You don't have to say me if it is, you can say. I'm not embarrassed.
You were my dad's favourite player.
Right, okay.
He would say, look, you just watch Hendry, all he does is win. He just, he plays all the right.
Please say you weren't a Jimmy fan.
No, because of the age I started actually paying attention to snooker. I think it would have probably been Mark Williams would have been, like I remember you playing in the early 2000s and thinking, so because it was more like, oh, that's good, some can actually beat Stephen now. It was when him, Hendry and...
I mean, how well is he still playing now?
Yeah, I couldn't believe
it's just incredible how well he's still playing. I mean, he's turning into my hero now.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, that's a good positional shot. Oh, I made it.
You got it?
Made it.
You're on it.
Yeah, it's incredible what he's doing. I mean, when you look at him, John and Ronnie, obviously John's not doing as much as... No. And Ronnie's, he's still playing, on his day, he's still the best.
It's surprised any of them can play that well still,
But Mark is just a, well, he's a freak, basically. He's the best temperament I think I've seen in any sport.
Was that a few years ago? He lost to Selby, didn't he? In something where Selby needed a snooker. Yeah. And he got it and beat him. Yeah. And he just walked out like, oh well.
It's unbelievable. And he honestly doesn't practice much.
No.
He just turns up, but he plays such a high standard. It's incredible. So when did the idea for the YouTube channel then come about?
I saw someone on Facebook had just posted a video of them making 100 break on a lineup. Right. I thought I could do something like that, and I posted a few videos, completely forgot all about it. Yeah. Looked about 9 months later, they got about 10,000 views or something. Wow. I thought, oh, people are actually watching it.
Did you start on Instagram or Facebook first?
No, just went straight to YouTube. I thought, people are actually watching it then. I tried, and I couldn't really get it to work. And I spent ages trying to work out how to... How's that gone wrong? I've spent ages trying to work out how to get it to work.
Oh, let's set them up again.
Go for it.
We'll set them up again. And it's just yourself?
We've got a team here. 3 producers over here doing a great job. But
it's just yourself, basically?
Yeah, it's just me.
Do you have like a static camera and then
I've got it voice activated, so I just...
Oh, really?
I just tell it to turn on, it's gone.
That's clever.
But otherwise you end up having to switch it on, get around the table, switch it off again. But end up shouting at that quite a bit. But it took a while to learn how to do it though, because you post some videos, no one watches, and you think, what's happening here? And,
right, okay.
And it's not until I watched a few YouTube channels and they said it's basically the titles and things, how you're naming the video, and all of a sudden I named the right things and they started to work. Right, okay. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, this is good.
How long has it been going now?
About 6 years. I can't believe it's so long.
Well, I mean, we're 2 years. Yeah, it's gone so quick.
Yeah, it's so fast without feeling like anything happened.
But you're good shot. But you're closing in on 400,000 subscribers?
Yeah, it's getting very close. Yeah. I thought it might get there before we play today, but I was like, nah, it's not quite going to happen.
It might be there before it goes out.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take.
Give that a plug.
Yeah, we'll say 400,000 and see if we can make it there.
Which is amazing, really. And without, no disrespect, but without not even being, you know, a named player. I mean, it's a phenomenal story. I think. So well done.
The idea of it was to be anonymous in the first place,
right?
Because I didn't want anybody, which was an idea really, but yeah, it's worked quite well, and it's.
Yeah. And explain to anyone watching this that doesn't know what sort of stuff do you do on there?
It's basically just encouraging people to play snooker. That's the main part of it. You know, when I was struggling to get a game anywhere. I was struggling to play, and then I thought, well, no one else is playing. Every club I'm going to is shutting down. So I was like, can we persuade more people to play? And eventually I managed.
I think that's one of our objectives as well.
Yeah, so that's the main objective. But we also, you know, we look at tournaments, people playing. We recreate a huge amount of shots on the channel because that was quite popular.
Yeah,
you know, you play the best shots. I'm tripping over something here.
So I mean, you have to watch a lot of snooker then.
Yeah, I watch quite a bit of it. Yeah. There's a few YouTubers that post stuff that I can see what their idea of the best shots are, which are usually fairly good. Shot. Oh, I nailed it.
You can't screw back on this table.
You can't. I bet it's more reactive than mine. I'll put money on that.
Oh God. What that could be in, by the way.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't think anything goes.
No, it's not.
No.
What kind of table have you got?
It's just a regular table. It's very similar to a lot of the club tables I play on.
Right. Okay.
So it's not too bad in that respect. I've got to get a recloth because it's rolling off like crazy.
I was going to say that. How often do you recover? Because it obviously gets plenty of use.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're trying to do good shot, if you're trying to do demos, you need the best conditions. You do it properly.
You can't, because you know I've got ways of playing deep screw shots, but it's.
Because I've seen you do obviously the masse shots and stuff.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'll get you to try later. You're no danger doing it on this cloth.
All right, it's fine. Yeah, that's all right.
You can try.
I can give it a go. I don't know if it will work or not, but it's.
People request me to do it. I can't do it. I'm the worst. I can't do a masse shot. You might have to teach me. I don't honestly.
The thing is, there's a few tricks to what you do with the balls, that make it work better.
Well, don't give away your secrets.
Well, no, but I just learned it because you watch some pool players. What's the French guy called? He spins that ball halfway back down the table.
I met him in China.
You met him, yeah. He spins the ball halfway. Venom guy, yeah. You watch him. He goes halfway down the table and back, and you think, has he got a magic cue? What's happening with that?
Well, I mean, I see him do stuff live. I mean, it's like he's incredible. The power he's got.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cues are a lot different.
Yeah.
And snooker, but watching him live was incredible.
I still can't get that anywhere near that. Yeah. You know,
Did you play a bit any pool or not? Just snooker you're interested in?
I mean, I haven't got near me. There's no snooker tables anymore. No American pool tables. There's a few pool tables. You know, just regular English. But it's all about the. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's got to be all snooker really, because that's all I've got. Yeah. That's all I've got to.
And the hat. What's with the hat?
Like I said, that was a disguise. So it didn't work because as soon as somebody saw me, they said, "That's your cue action." I'd recognise it anywhere. I'd know you. And I thought, I think the first time someone recognised me, I was just playing in a club, and they said, "Oh, will you break?" Because I was talking to them, they recognised my voice. And
okay.
And I thought, oh, that's not good. So none of my plans worked that way. But again, they shouldn't have needed to. So. Well, that's a good one.
How long do you reckon you keep doing it? Will you just keep doing it?
I'll keep going until as long as it keeps working.
Yeah.
You know, it was doing a lot better than my job was at one stage. So, yeah.
We'll have to have a race now to 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we'll go for it. I keep putting out the short videos, which are really popular at the moment. Because.
Well, literally just a few seconds. Literally just. Is that what you do as well? Shorts.
Yeah. Because I realised I can just stick a camera on my head and then people to watch it, and I didn't think they would, because the other videos have got to be so well produced and to get anyone watching them.
Yeah.
And with the shorts, you can just it's almost the more simple you make it, the more views you get shot.
Yeah, I think one of the very first videos we did was 3 mistakes beginners make, and it's like incredible. Yeah,
that went.
Yeah.
And that one with Steve Davis, where he said, "Put your arm in the right direction" or something like that. And I think that's got 8 million views, hasn't it?
I did cheat a wee bit there. I did touch the white, but
I don't
think the cameras picked it up.
I don't think they saw it.
Because it's my channel, I get away with things.
Yeah. They were the wrong side. Got to be honest, I missed that.
I mean, that took all my effort to get back there. It's so heavy. Have you been to watch a tournament live? A big tournament?
Yeah, I think I saw you at Plymouth Pavilions once.
Oh, okay.
That was, I think you lost to a guy called Nick Walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I was sat behind 2 guys, and one of them was planning to ask for your towel when he won the match.
Right.
And the other one was saying, I'll ask for your chalk. So they ended up with Nick Walker's towel and chalk.
I think I won the British Open there one time. Plymouth,
yeah, I think you won it that time.
Yeah, it's quite a good venue actually. That.
I think a bad venue. I think they'd only did it 2-3 times, and it was.
Yeah, it was Sky. I think.
I think it's the only time I actually knew it was on, because we went the club I was playing at. They took us all over there, and we had we got to go in the practice room. We saw John Parrott. He was explaining about his tip and everything, and because he was at the stage then when he wasn't really sort of playing. Well, he wasn't playing to. He was just rolling into retirement almost. And so he was happy to show us everything. So yeah, that was good. But we can actually.
What cue do you use?
It's actually a Frank Callan cue, but
Frank Callan?
I don't think he had anything to do.
No, I was going to say I can't remember Frank Callan having a cue range.
Someone obviously it was up north. I got it. Someone brought it. Someone obviously bought the rights to it, and they got or bought the rights to his name or something like that. And
I bet he doesn't even know. If he was alive, he'd be fuming.
He might be.
He would say, "Give me the money."
Yeah, after seeing this, he'd say, "Give it back." He'd definitely.
What's your highest break?
132. 132, but which was on my table, but it wasn't. It took me forever to make a century.
Did it?
Yeah. So I've gone to that too well. Yeah, because century in a frame in an actual match. Yeah. Because I was having them all the time in practice.
Sure.
Everything. I cannon the green and not leave myself on the yellow on night 98 or something, things like that. And yeah. Playing for years, it got to the point where I actually had one. I thought if I miss this green, I had a green for the century, and I thought if I miss this green, that's it. I'm never going to get. This is my one shot.
Do you play a lot of snooker without actually filming it? Do you still play?
I play in the league a bit. I've got a league game tonight actually. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you get back in time.
Hopefully get back in time.
What is that team thing?
Yeah, it's just 5 of us in the. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, 5 of us. I was thinking about that, maybe miss. 5 of us play in the league.
Just like literally 1 frame each kind of thing?
Yeah, 1 frame, yeah. So it's not brilliant. Someone sorted out a summer league this year where we were playing like best of 7s all summer, which was absolutely, felt brilliant. But
yeah, I remember playing in them leagues. You wait all week to play it. You're looking forward to it. You play 1 frame, and
that's it. Yeah. You can play someone good, get absolutely stuffed. You can play a game you'd never lose. And
are you the best player in the team?
One of them. Another one. One of them where we play in Plymouth. One of our players can't play anymore because he's gone pro.
Oh, okay. So, who's that?
Oh, Hayden Pinney. I think they let me in the team as a sort of charity because we've got like about 5 or 6 of the best players in Plymouth signed on, and yeah, I might get in because they're not letting him play this year. Oh, shot. Not on it.
See, now
you need the massage.
Go on then, show me how to do it.
You reckon? Oh.
Go on.
See if it works. Do you reckon it will work first? So the trouble is, this is left.
I mean, this cloth is so heavy. Oh, do you another way?
It's all right. It's all right. I think I can got it. I don't know if the cloth will make the... Oh, nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly. Oh, got it.
Avoid it.
Oh, take that. Gone through the cloth.
I'll show you my effort. You'll laugh at this. I am the worst masseur in the world, honestly. Oh no, no. Yeah, but there's no power in it. Davis is unbelievable.
Yeah, I've seen him play him in an actual match.
He'll like do that out there and he'll come
back. Yeah.
I better chop my cue.
Yeah. You got to hit like almost hit half your tip on the ball.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, aim for half of your tip to. Yeah.
Almost. No, I've had enough of that.
No, you had enough of it.
I've had enough of that. Yeah.
I'll let you go from there then.
Any new plans for it, or are you just going to keep?
Not at the moment. I'm always looking for something new because trying to stop it getting old.
People say it, but snooker's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the table never changes.
The table, it's like
golfers. They can different weather, different clubs.
You can go and look at the beautiful scenery. You could, You play a lot of golf at those.
Yeah, well, I'm
loving it at the moment.
Almost better at golf than snooker now, but.
Yeah, that could be expensive to get into.
But yeah, there's not a lot of. It's quite difficult to find something that nobody's done before. And
I've started trying to do a lot of things, and then you'd find you're doing something so weird nobody's interested.
Good.
That's happened quite a bit. Oh God, I hit that straight. That's good safety. Did you lose to in the 900? Was it?
Oh God! Well, I lost to Drago first. There was two groups of three. Well, I mean, he fluked along red and made 40. But then I got in. I missed. About right. But I missed a pink off a straight pink off a spot and semi straight. But because I wouldn't. People bore people already with my cue actions. But I tried about 3 different cue actions.
That's the trouble. The more you think about it, like when
but you pot that, and then I'll get a straight pink in the middle and miss a straight. That's it's so infuriating. But
it's almost wild.
Yeah. Have you thought of doing? Could you do a lot of instructional stuff? You don't thought about coaching or anything like that? Do you coach
a lot of people have asked. I've never done it because I never felt qualified to do it. It's mostly everything I've done is. People have said to me, do you want to, how do you do this? In the comments, how do you do this? And I made a video on it.
Right, okay.
And that's how it all went.
Okay.
I was making some random video about snooker and, I don't know if I can see this.
And where have you got, obviously people great shot, all over the world?
Yeah, because the comments map I came up with, that was a brilliant idea because I thought, well, let's ask everybody where they're from.
Yeah.
See where, because I've got a map now that tells me almost to the, almost gives me an exact, I've snooked myself, haven't I?
Stop.
I have to swirl it. I've got a comments map now that tells me, well that nearly worked, no, a bad idea. Yeah, that tells me exactly where everyone plays snooker in the world, so you can see, I mean it could be pool, it could be other forms of the game and everything, but it's good because...
Oh, God.
And everyone wants to get on it, which is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, really? Do you have guests on it?
No,
I'll get on your shot.
I'll get on the map. I mean,
oh, okay, sorry.
I've thought about it. I've been trying to... I've asked a lot of people if they want to do something on it with me, and they're all terrified to go on. So there's only been 2 or 3 people I've had actually do anything on it with me. But...
well, we got a tactical battle here. We've got to finish this.
Yeah, let's just see. Cut it in.
No. Oh,
that's pretty. Yeah, I used to be quite good when it got to a single ball like this, and recently, no.
Oh, really?
It's all gone. All my prior.
Who would be the player you've sort of recreated the most shots from?
It's obviously Judd.
But can you do something? I mean, it's not easy to recreate his shots.
Well, yeah, like I said, there's a few tricks I can show you, but there's, it's he's easily.
Yeah,
he plays probably. I mean, the last tournament I've just done that Monday, and he's played I think 5, 6 of the shots.
Really?
Ronnie did about 4, but then the other 9 just comes from everyone else.
Yeah.
And I could have picked more of it, so I just felt like putting in more Oh, I haven't done that, have I?
Yeah, except when we do like shot the championship, the ITV events, it's so difficult not to have like all judge shots.
Yeah, because you do the hot shots with ITV, don't you?
Yeah, hot shots, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always watching that just to see what you picked. It's like, I'll try and play that one. See what I'll be playing tomorrow.
Stop, that's far too hard. See, I'd be saying, if I was commentary, I'd say that was clumsy.
Go to the corner.
No, it's not there.
So my table wouldn't even stay straight. Might actually, you're moving all right on my table, that might have rolled in. Shouldn't have played that with side, should I?
Brush and iron it every single day?
Yeah, well, brush it constantly, just because otherwise you think, oh, it's going to look bad, isn't it? If you.
Well, that's to play the shots. Yeah, you need good conditions, especially judge shots and screw shots and stuff.
Well, there's a few that make it really difficult. Like I said, there's a couple of tricks I've learned which people commenting have shown me. You know,
really?
They've just said, oh yeah, this is how you can screw back if you do this with a cue ball.
You haven't had the polish, have you, in the cue ball?
Yeah. So you do, there's that, and then you can do a bit with chalk on the cushions to make it bounce if you aren't hit it hard enough and things. Yeah. Let's see how well I'm cueing. This could be bad.
I used to do that on my table at home when I was still playing. I used to use a polish because...
Yeah. To just make it similar to conditions.
Well, because when the cloth gets otherwise you need to put a new cloth on every 2 months, and it costs a fortune. So if you put the polish on,
and it doesn't wear.
It stops it bouncing.
You can play like the long blues, and it doesn't wear. Yeah.
And it stops you getting the bounce. The first couple of shots is a bit wacky because the cue ball's too light, but yeah, it just stops the cushions bouncing.
Yeah. Right,
Darren, pleasure.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Thanks for the game.
No, thanks for inviting me.
Cheers. No problem at all. Our pleasure.